let's take a look here. We have equidistant points. 1.5, I'm going to call it. So your job here is to find, first, plot point F, so it's the same distance from A, B, and C. So there's a point F that's the same distance from A, as it is from B, as it is from C. So if I were at this point F, which I'll give you a hint, somewhere in here, it would be the same amount of travel for me to go from F to A, or from F to B, or F to C. So it's, in a sense, in the middle of those 3 points. Next, I want you to find point G. So it's the same distance from B, C, and D. So here's B, C, and D. And point G. So point G is in such a place here so that it would be the same distance to travel to B, or to C, or to D. And by the way, when I talk of distance, just as a reminder, it's not taxi cab distance, it's the actual distance between the points. So you're going to have to use Pythagorean theorem to calculate it. I will give you a hint. The point G is 5 units from B, it's 5 units from C, and it's 5 units from D. So when you do your calculations, you get a whole number on in each one, 5 units from each of them. Next, you've got to find point H. That's the same distance from C, D, and E. And I'll give you a hint here. It's also going to be 5 units from each of these 3 points. 5 units from C, 5 units from E, 5 units from D. So as an extra reminder here, remember there's that 3, 4, 5 right triangle. So as a bit of a hint, one of these 3 points is going to be just a straight shot, 5 units on the grid lines. And the other 2 is going to be 3 over, the horizontal and vertical distance will be 3 and 4. So that the actual distance turns out to be 5. So once you find those 3 points, you plot them. Then I want you to calculate the distance from that point to each of the 3 vertices. That point's called the circumcenter, by the way. You're going to find the distance from that circumcenter to each of the 3 vertices. So B, C, and D, B, C, and E, A, B, and C. Label your calculations with the distance you're finding. So, for example, you're finding the distance from point F to point A. Label it as length FA. If you're finding the distance from F to B, call it length FB, and so on. And then you're all set. Right? So you're going to find those 3 points, calculate the distances from each of those 3 circumcenters to its 3 vertices, and then label your calculations with what you're calculating. Good luck with all that.